Guys, gals, my name is Luke. This is the Outdoor Gear Review. Right there is beautiful Susie. She's gearing up, and that's because we are out here in between White Top Mountain and Mount Rogers, and also Grayson Highlands.
So guys, for this trip, we are gonna start on the AT, and then we have 3 days to zigzag between other trails. It's gonna be a ton of fun.
Without a doubt, everybody, it is windy. It's cold.
It's colder than what we expected it to be.
The conditions are way different than the forecast for this area. It was supposed to be sunny, 55 degrees, beautiful. It's 40 degrees. The winds are blowing, it's overcast. Looks like it's going to rain. I am not surprised in the least. All right, so it just came to my attention that Susan is pure evil. She's like, hey, did you grab the lunch? And I'm like, the lunch? I thought she had it. And I'm like, didn't you have it? She's like, no, it was in the back seat. I just about had my pack completely off when she's like, just kidding, I got it. I was prepared to run down that mountain.
I know, which is super sweet.
Oh, she got me. She got me good.
It.
Yeah. That is absolutely gorgeous. What a view. So folks, that is where we are basically heading tonight. We will actually stop before that opening, that field up there. I tell you, I'm so excited to have Susie out and about.
Yes.
Yes, multi-day trip.
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah, this is super awesome.
Yeah.
3 days, 2 nights. This is going to be a lot of fun. Now, without a doubt, this is the mountain of the coyotes. Like, there's coyote scat everywhere.
There really is.
Tons and tons of it. I bet at nighttime, it is like a howl fest out here. We will be camping not terribly far from here. We have maybe 4 miles to go, something like that. Pretty late start to the day, but that's how it goes. Our reviewers are always asking for multi-day trips. Well, yeah. Now they got one.
Put our heads together, and we both came up with the trip and where we're camping at. And luckily now, with the daylight savings time, we have more daylight.
Now for this adventure, Susan already alluded to that we are going to be on the AT for a while, then we're hopping to other trails. We are pretty much just playing this adventure by ear, going where we want to go. For the next couple of miles, we will be on the AT. I believe we're going to get off, hop onto the, I think it's the Highlands horse trail for a little bit, then maybe back to the AT. Essentially just zigzagging, that's the plan. Now, I have been out this general area multiple times. I believe there is like a sign-in sheet up here. For one thing, there's never been a pen or a pencil there, ever.
You mean that you didn't pack a pen or a pencil?
Nope. No pen, no pencil. I wouldn't even have a cell phone if it wasn't for the lady and having to talk to her. I'm not the type of person who likes to carry electronics, really. I've never really had the need or the desire to carry an emergency locator. I pretty much take full responsibility for my actions when I'm out on the trail. Woo. It's a maze. Okay, so trail register, Lewis Fork Wilderness. My goodness, there is a pencil this time.
Wow, it's your lucky day. So the question is, are the papers up to date?
Yes, they are actually.
Okay, then we have to register.
Renee doesn't know what month it is, just saying. They say it's 2 months from now.
Oh, wow.
So they're here for a hike 2 months from now.
So guys, for this trip, Luke and I will be out here for 3 days. It's a really good opportunity for me to practice for upcoming trips this year, like our trip to Colorado, where we will be out on the trail for 4 days. And one thing I focused on for this trip is to pack really light. I wanted to see how little I could bring. We are hoping for some sun tomorrow and warmer temps, but it will be chilly, especially at night. So that was my main focus for this trip, is how light can I go? And I think I've done pretty well. We'll see how the trip plays out.
So when it comes to weight, Susie's pack with water, food, all that good stuff came out to be roughly 21 pounds for 3 days. My pack is just a little bit more. I think it's at 23, 24, something like that. For all those aspiring YouTube stars who want to come out and film their adventures, I think it's great that we've inspired so many to do so. Like, we were one of the very first channels on YouTube to do overnight adventures, and now there's plenty of cool people out there filming their adventures, having a good time. That's awesome. If you plan on doing the same thing, you better get some strong arms so you can hold the camera out in front of you and hike. It takes work, don't it?
It does take a lot of work.
You could be breathing hard, going downhill, holding that camera out in front of you.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work.
It is.
So earlier Luke was talking about the weight of our packs, and I'm really happy with mine. I feel like I can hike and do so much better when I am lightweight. We are not carrying as much water because we know we have water sources, and that works out great for our trip. I have a bag of food, Luke has a bag of food. Obviously we need more because we are staying out longer, but it helps so much to cut weight where you can. All right, we have taken a break so Luke can take off a layer. He gets hot pretty quick when hiking.
I hot.
He's hot.
I just got this in to begin testing it out. It's waterproof, it's breathable, it's super lightweight. This is like 6 ounces, I think. I like the color.
I like the color too. I will never lose you.
No, you won't. This trail is not too wet at the moment, but I promise you, Susie, it will be. I promise you that it's going to get nasty eventually.
Nasty. Yeah, it's all good. I wore my waterproof boots.
Woo! I got my waterproof shoes on too. The trail gets very, very wet, very, very muddy as you get closer to Mount Rogers and Grayson Highlands. And this area has been receiving a ton of rain. Everything's soaking wet. In fact, these 3 days here are the first time in months that there's been 3 consecutive days in a row with no rain. Now when it comes to the AT, you will be following the white blaze. which is 2 inches by 6 inches. And along the AT, there are hundreds of thousands of those. How cool is that? Okay, for the record, I'm not the only one who gets hot. Susie's now stripping off. Oh yeah. Hey, hot girl.
Stripping on the AT. Okay.
Ready to rock and roll.
I'm ready.
Let's go. Finally, we are out of the wind. It's no longer that cold. Still chilly, but not freezing.
Cold again.
Imagine that. She's cold.
The wind came back a little bit.
We are now hopping off of the Appalachian Trail. We are going to hop over here. This is the Virginia Highlands Horse Trail. I see a great spot to have lunch too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Whoa.
I have arranged these sitting stones.
Let's look at them, see if they're... Okay, they're good. They're good.
Well, Susie has lunch ready.
Yep, we're gonna eat a sandwich and...
Some chips.
chips.
Yeah. Looks like a deconstructed sandwich.
At this point, it might be, because I shoved it in my pack.
Smash the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I'm Luke Wolf. I don't mind gross or disgusting.
Oops.
Whatever. We are now on the Highlands Horse Trail. We have a couple miles to go. I'm ready to warm up, babe. How about you?
Yeah, got cold.
Yeah. There is water everywhere.
Pouring out of everything.
Susie, this is beautiful.
It is absolutely beautiful. So beautiful.
It really is. I love it. You can actually see where we parked at. All of those miles away from us. Right down there is where we parked. All right, so it is time to get off of the horse trail. We need to get onto the AT, so we are going to cut through this bald up here.
All right.
Yeah, follow you, Susie.
All right, let's go.
If I'm not mistaken, we will be behind some thru hikers. Already, thru hikers are on the way. There are some cargo planes up here in the sky, military. We've counted about 10 in a row so far. There's 11. Wow, they just keep coming. Oh yeah. Susan and I are back on the AT. We're around 1.5 miles from where we're going to set up camp. Plenty of time to make a cup of coffee.
Wait, did you say coffee?
I did.
Oh, I am
For you.
I'm a huge addict.
You are an addict.
Yeah, I know.
We will have to do an intervention on Susan.
No.
Yes. My bottom line is no more sweet lovin's. I know, we make you sick, sorry. Hi guys.
Hi.
How cool is that, Susie?
That's so cool. I gotta take photos.
They are so cool.
Pony.
Hi, buddy. Now tonight, Susan and I will be camping out with the ponies. Gosh, you guys are cute. They have rock star hair. You do? You have rock star hair, buddy. Well, since you're eating, we won't bug you. We'll let you be. That is so wicked cool. So there's 3 ponies back here. There's a white one, which you guys can't see. He's way down there, but there's a ton over here. Now these are wild ponies. Every single one, very unique. Crazy rock star hair. You guys see those mountains over there? That is where Lone Wolf Mountain is. Lone Wolf Mountain is not very far from here. Woo! That blue sky is nice. Some sunshine, it feels awesome up here, it really does. Looks like those guys dropped their gear so they can go up to Mount Rogers. We would go up there, and we could. That is the tallest peak in Virginia, and unfortunately, it's just up in the woods. There's no view, nothing like that. Hi, Susie.
Hi.
Come on over.
Did you find a spot?
I think I have found us a sweet spot.
Ooh, that does look good.
We have the most incredible view
Yeah.
of the mountains back here. We have our fire pit campsite over here. Yeah, this is nice. Super nice. Now, we do have the fire pit. There is very, very little wood here. You can tell this is a very popular spot.
Yeah.
Everything's just about picked clean. There's not much wood. There's enough small stuff here to maybe get a fire going for about 15 minutes, but not much more than that, unfortunately. Also, factor in the strong winds. What are you doing, Susie?
Oh, enjoying the sun. It feels so good.
And that's because it is cold. Hopefully the winds will die down, maybe tonight, tomorrow. We are going to camel up on water There's a water source behind the Thomas Knob shelter, which is becoming packed.
Yeah.
There was at least 4 people there when we walked through. 2 more just went. 3 more are coming.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we are away from that. But we are going to camel up on water. Check this out. This is my 3-liter bag, and it has a filter on the end. This thing is awesome. This is one of the best filters I think I've ever used. It's really, really simple. The bag is okay. The filter's great. They need to make this so it can fit on a bottle. But this is a proprietary sort of the screw head. So yeah, water time. That's awesome.
You came to see what everybody's up to.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of them. There's a couple of
You guys brought your pets, I see.
Yeah.
Here's the water source. Awesome flow today. I've been out here before where it's just a trickle. And you could be here for like hours.
Yeah.
So folks, check this out. I picked the most uneven rock possible on purpose. So I can just rock back and forth.
A rocking chair.
Rock a chair. I got my coffee, I got my girl. Got this incredible view here. The sun is on us. Perfection.
Yeah. Cheers, babe.
Cheers, honey bear. Hot. Boiling hot.
It is hot. When we went to get water, there's tons of people at the shelter. We said hello. Looks like they're having a fun time, but we really seek out solitude.
We are lone wolves. We don't really desire to be part of the crowd. Have no desire to fit in. We want to do our own thing on our own terms by ourselves.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, you could say hi, be nice to people, talk to them, but I don't have to go hang out over there.
No.
No.
I'm looking for a little bit of solitude, a little bit of peace and quiet, and I found it.
Mm-hmm. So you guys could see there, we have roughly an hour of sunlight left. About an hour and 10 minutes, actually, of sunlight. Are you hungry? Ready for dinner?
Ready for dinner.
Awesome. What did we decide on?
I think we're gonna go with a burger and queso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds freaking awesome, guys. Susie, it is freaking cold.
It is cold. I want to go back inside.
I have on 2 jackets and my rain jacket here. I'm comfortable here.
Yeah, you are?
Yeah, finally.
If you get out of the wind, it's comfortable.
Yeah. With this campsite here, we have this one area that is fully protected from the wind. So I think I'm going to set up some seating over there for us. There is no point to have a fire. There's not enough wood around here. I mean, by the time I got the fire going, we would be out. Heavily trafficked area, that's for sure. So Susie's going to have the first bite of the cheese dip.
That's good.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Is it spicy?
No, not really.
Huh.
I'm not getting any spice. Maybe like a hint.
Right. Everybody, we are going to eat. I'm starving. Let's get a bite of this in. Oh man,
That's good though.
that is really good. Susie, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's try this out.
inside of the tent now, basically ready to call it a night.
I'm ready for bed and it's time for sleep.
The adventure continues tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Susie.
Good night, babe.
Good morning, everybody. Day 2. Susan ran off to use the bathroom. I'm just checking out the beautiful area. And it is gorgeous up here. And it is incredibly windy. The wind never did die down. In fact, it's just gotten stronger, more intense. Temperature, it's in the 20s right now. Feels good in the sunshine, but that wind, no matter what, it just goes right through you. You can hear it too, can't you? It just kind of swirls around. It's unusual. It doesn't really seem like it's blowing from like west to the east or anything like that. It's just all over the place. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you nice and hot?
It's so cold. I'm going back inside.
Okay. It is warm enough inside of this tent that you don't even need your sleeping bag. No, I do not work for Big Agnes, but when a piece of gear is that good, is this good, yeah, I'm happy to tell you all about it. Good stuff.
I got ready for the day and check out my pants.
Whoa.
Or maybe I should say tights. These are the Fjallraven trekking tights.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah. Right here I have a pocket on the side of my leg, which is nice. There's actually a pocket up here on my waistband.
That is an unusual material.
Yeah.
I wonder what this is exactly.
I don't know. They almost feel like...
Neoprene.
Yeah, neoprene.
As we mentioned in a day hike recently, they make the same pants for guys. You're not going to catch me wearing those. No way. So as it stands right now, we have breakfast cooking. Oatmeal this morning. That should be pretty good. We've had coffee. In a minute, I will begin to break down our tent. She's out of coffee. Want more? Okay. Poor Susie kitten.
I'm so glad you take care of me.
Yeah. No cough, no cough, cough.
It was so cold, but inside the tent is like a hot tent. It is so warm in there. So Luke has been so generous to let me get ready inside the tent and, you know, take my time, and he even brought me coffee. So you're awesome, babe.
All right, everybody. Well, the game plan's pretty simple. It's time to eat breakfast, have another cup of coffee. I think to start off here, I am going to grab more water. Susie's gonna start on the breakfast. Bring you all back in just a minute. I'm ready to go. What about you, Susie?
I am ready.
It's going to be a great day.
Yes, it is.
I think we will get out of the wind later on. That's going to be nice.
A nice change.
Yeah. Not really sure where we're headed right now. Maybe to the Wise Shelter. Let's go find out.
We'll see.
While it's still windy, it is far warmer today than it was yesterday. I mean, already.
Yeah.
Feels awesome. This is where Lucas and I came through on the AT many years ago and camped out.
Wow.
Pretty nice spot. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, let's go to the top.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
Whoa. Wow.
Amazing.
I am getting off this thing right now. This place is awesome. Grayson Highlands, Mount Rogers, offers you such a good variety. It's like you have the trail in the forest, you have the balds, you've got the rocks, the ponies.
It's just like magical. It doesn't even sound real when you say like, you can go hike in the mountains with the ponies. Like, who's gonna believe that?
That is spectacular. So we are back on the trail after a good snack. It was one of those things where it was so beautiful where we were at that I think it would have spoiled it by talking. So we just kicked back, looked at the mountains. Beautiful, guys, beautiful.
All right, everybody, we have made it to Grayson Highlands State Park, just across the fence to my right. And we are basically figuring out where we want to go and where we want to camp at. We probably have a few more miles left if we want to go to the Wise shelter, which is what we originally planned.
So Susie and I, we have found a nice spot off trail to have lunch. So we have some sun here for when we get cold. We have some shade over here for when we get hot. And I think we've come up with a plan for this trip. It should be pretty good.
So after some discussion, we are going to have lunch, hike around, explore Grayson Highlands, and then we're actually going to come back to this area where we are and head off and look for a camp spot. We passed some really cool ones. One thing I love to do when I'm camping is I love to camp with a view. So Luke suggested, hey, we can pick one of these great spots, have another great night, have a great view, and then tomorrow we are right near the trail that we need to be at to head back.
Already this trip is different than what I was thinking, because I was thinking that we would take the AT back, hop on the horse trail. I didn't realize the horse trail is right here. It comes through here. So we might as well just hop on the horse trail in the morning, follow it back. Gives you guys a different view completely. Whew. Man, lunch was awesome.
Yes, it was. It was so good.
It was really good. We are basically going to stay off trail for a bit until we come across the perfect spot. I'm sure there's one around here somewhere. I'm sure we'll find a place. Oh my God.
Oh.
Look at the size of this poop. That couldn't have come from one pony. Yeah. One pony. 100 ponies. Someone's been feeding that pony too much beefarino. What is that a reference to? Comment down below, everyone, if you know. I've never seen so much food. A full-size horses. This is looking very promising, guys. First off, whatever trail this is, The sign's way back there. There is a ton of firewood. People obviously do not use this area much. Ponies up here on the hill. We are heading for the tree line over here with the hopes of finding a good campsite. There is one back there which we may come back to. If we can camp out here, babe, we would be sleeping with the ponies tonight.
I know, I just want to play with them. You won't let me.
Don't play with the ponies, everybody. They're not pets. You do not want these guys to become terrorists and bug you for food and stuff.
All right, Luke is gonna take off to see if that is a camping spot up there.
Oh, yes it is.
Is that the one?
It's awesome.
Okay, I guess we need to go up there and see.
Guys, check out this spot. We have woods. We have water over there. Nice and flat. This is pretty much perfect, in my opinion. And we have an awesome view again. What do you think, Susie?
I think this is it.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yay!
Thank you, Mount Rogers. You do not disappoint. It's a little bit too early to set up the tent. I don't want to set it up in direct sunlight because sunlight can damage your tent. But what I can do is begin gathering some firewood. We have an awesome fire pit over here. There's some small stuff, but I saw tons of downed trees and big limbs further back. So yeah, I'm going to gather wood, get ready for tonight, because tonight we're having a fire.
What'd you find?
Lots and lots of firewood.
Lots.
Now, I had to go about a quarter mile to get all this, but I have 2 big piles.
Oh, wow.
So without a doubt, we will have a fire tonight.
Oh, good.
Woohoo! Woo. Now I'm hot.
I bet you are hot.
Dragging wood all over this mountain. Woo. One piece of equipment that you need with you at all times is tinfoil. That thing has saved our butts countless times on this trip. It makes a fantastic windscreen. Always make sure to have some with you, and also make sure to pick up your garbage when you're out camping. The fire pit here is just full of hand warmers, napkins. There's a huge pile of coyote poop. I'm assuming somebody did not put that in there. Maybe the coyote just pooped there. Cheers, Susie.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Now you take a sip, and I'm just gonna put this on the ground because this crap is so boiling hot.
He boils it for me.
You realize that we're boiling the flavor out of the coffee, right?
No, you're boiling it into it.
That makes no sense. Guys, what do you think? Boiling the flavor in or boiling the flavor out? I say out. Let me pose this. I can't take a sip, which means no flavor.
Do you want me to blow on it?
You can blow on this all day long, and I don't think it's gonna cool this thing down.
I love hot coffee.
She does.
Who else is with me? Hot coffee. Hot, piping hot. It's so comforting.
At the house, like, she gets a cup of coffee, sip, microwave, sip, microwave, sip. We're going to sit here, have coffee. I'm gonna blow my coffee for the next hour or so. Gather the firewood, going to get some more water later on. I'm excited for the trip out of here. I have not taken the horse trail. I had no idea that it went all the way through here.
Yeah, so new to you. New trail.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
There's some ponies up here on the hill hanging out. Maybe they'll come down. Hopefully they won't. The truth is, I don't want to be pestered by no pony. Make sure to keep your kids away from those ponies because they will strike. They can also bite.
Yeah, you truly are not supposed to pet them.
Doing a little walking around here, trying to find some water, and I found some real close to where we're camping. But right up here, we have some friends. Now, these guys are basically right next to our camp, which is right there at those trees. You guys are so cool. I love their hair. Rock star hair. Hi. Hi, guys. This is Crazy Horse right here, guys. Crazy Horse. He is being a bully. This guy is working on scaring the other ponies away. Great.
What is he doing?
Go crazy horse. So that's Crazy Horse for you. And we just came across some bones here, which may be from a pony. That is a male pony, and he was expressing his dominance. And he also wanted us out of the area. The two females, they came up to us, and he did not like that.
No.
I think we made a really smart decision camping here. First off, why shelter? It's cool, but with the amount of thru hikers who are coming through, I think it would have been busy. This spot here is absolutely perfect. We have the views, we have the ponies, we have Crazy Horse running around here, scaring the crap out of all of the other ponies. We have water, we have firewood, we are in great shape.
So guys, Luke is looking for water. We clearly have water right beside of us, but we're going to find the source.
This has to be treated, there's no doubt about that. But it's flowing enough that I can actually gather it inside of the bag. I was afraid I would have to use the cup, fill up, dump it in. Sometimes you will have to do that, especially in the drier months.
So tonight's dinner is really interesting. We actually brought some ramen noodles, which is from Packet Gourmet, and we had another meal from Outdoor Pantry, which is Cuban chicken and lime rice. And what we ended up doing was combining them, and it's all in this pouch. Look how big this thing is. We have a ton of food to eat. It's really good. The chicken helped the ramen, and now we have like beans and all kinds of vegetables. Made it really flavorful, if you ask me.
There's got to be like 3 pounds of food in this thing. That one package of beans and rice, that said that was one serving. That made like 2 pounds of rice. Oh my gosh.
I hope you're hungry. You want some sriracha?
Maybe. Sure,
Okay.
why not?
You're really wearing off on me. I'm just like, just dump it.
Mix it.
Wasn't it good though? It's
Yes.
good. Yeah.
That is really good.
It needed it.
Mhm.
It needed it. All right, let's get you some sriracha.
Okay. Spice me.
Sriracha. Sriracha's pretty spicy. I'll probably pass.
There is some spice at the end.
Yeah, spicy.
Well, it's like the cheese dip, cheese stuff that we had last night with our cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I ate the last of that, the bottom, and that is where all the jalapenos were. Jalapenos?
All at the bottom.
All at the bottom. And I felt it this morning. It's good flavor.
It's a flavor. It's just a little spicy.
A little bit. Woo. Woo. Woo-hoo. Don't lick the... Lick this.
No. You just told them not to do that.
God. That's hot.
I'm digging the ramen.
Yeah. I hope you're digging it enough to eat all of this. Now, I was trying to think of a funny story to tell you guys, and one came to mind a little earlier. Years ago, I was hiking with a friend of mine in Oregon, around the Mount Hood area. And like we got to camp where we were going to set up camp, and we just dropped our backpacks, we took off, we were hiking some trail going to check something out. And we come back and there's a porcupine, and that porcupine's munching on his backpack, okay? Now, of course, like when you're hiking around, you're sweating, that's salt. And so critters love salt. So by the time we got to that backpack, that porcupine ate through both of his straps, and he had to carry that backpack off of that mountain. It was like 10 miles I had to carry it. That was funny.
Oh, the fire feels so good. Something so comforting about a fire. It really just makes the night special.
It does. I'm glad that we were able to have one tonight.
Yeah.
I really wanted one last night, but there was no way.
Well, a great way to end our day 2 trip.
Yeah. Yep, this has been a ton of fun. Thank you so much for coming, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Susie.
Yay! Great birthday.
26 years old. How about that? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I think there's a pony in our camp. He's over here, isn't he?
I'm gonna let Luke look.
So, folks, there is a pony. He just walked behind this tree over here. Honey, you want to talk to the camera?
No.
How about now?
No.
I don't want to talk to you guys either. Okay, I kid. Today is day 3. About time to get up. It's chilly outside, not cold. It's breezy, not windy. I'm sleepy, not tired. What else can you say?
I'm hungry, not starving.
Can you guys come up with any? All right, guys, up and at 'em. Simpsons reference. Long time ago. Is that show still on TV? Yeah, this has been an awesome trip. Fantastic all around. It's been great having Susie here. This has been a lot of fun. It really has been absolutely beautiful. We have 6-7 miles to do today. As you guys can hear, it is windy once again. Big surprise though, right? We are in the mountains. It's about coffee time, I guess. Time to get some breakfast. Then it's time to pack up and get on out of here. Don't worry, pony. I scratched myself on rocks too. You have to admit, that's a pretty cool way to wake up. Not far from the camp, ponies hanging out.
So right now I am preparing to get the coffee made. I have everything ready and the gas canister is actually in my pocket because these things just do not work well when they're cold. So it's a good idea to slip it in your pocket, warm it up a little bit, and then it should heat this water a lot faster. I made yours extra nasty.
Oh boy, whatever this trail is, if you ever come to Mount Rogers, Grayson Highlands, you should check it out because this is an awesome campsite. It's away from the main part of the park. We saw 2 people walking this little trail yesterday, that's it. There's a lot of water crossings, there's some mud, but it's well worth it to come out here.
So when we head back out, we'll make sure to film the sign that
Yeah.
says what trail it is. But yeah, if you come to Grayson Highlands, it's right outside of the state park.
If anybody comes out here and you're interested in staying where we stayed at, there is no obvious trail to this place. You can tell by the landscape that it levels off, so look for that on your left. What a mud hole. Woo! Here, this is the Springs Trail, and it ends in 3/4 of a mile. So now it all makes sense. It's the Springs Trail, and that's because there's like 50 natural springs coming out of the ground. To access the Springs Trail, you have to go up the Rhododendron Gap Trail. There are more ponies than you could simply count. They are everywhere.
They're so cute.
I wonder how many ponies there are. So guys, it looks like the trail has become a creek. Oh boy. So this is where we are headed, everybody. It is literally a creek. That is where we came from. This is the trail. The good news is that it ends right up here. So as you guys can see, this is basically a small road that goes through the forest.
So it is a horse trail. It's almost hard to believe that people would bring their horses up here.
I haven't really seen any signs of horses.
I don't see the sign of it either.
Anyways, folks, we are going to press forward. There's not much to see here. That is one sweet rock.
It is.
That is cool. That rock has a quartz vein going through it. Cool rock. Sometimes people ask me why I camp on forest roads. And because sometimes that's the only way to camp because the forests are so thick in this area. Oftentimes that's the only option, your only choice. You have to camp on a road or you're not going to camp anywhere. Like you cannot go through this. Some people simply do not understand what a true forest is like. Guys, gals, if you come out to Mount Rogers, Grayson Highlands, you should plan on taking the Virginia Highlands Horse Trail. I think that's what it's called. It's just awesome. It's like being in a different state. It's completely different than the rest of the park. To be honest, way down there, the trail actually branched and it became the Cabin Creek Trail. I have no idea where that goes. I can't even find it on a map. This is on my map. The other trail is not. So I have a good idea where we are. Yeah, we'll just keep pressing forward. That is Mount Rogers right up there. We essentially camped up here the first night somewhere. No real clue where this is taking us because this is not on the map. We had the Crest Trail on the map, which takes you to Rhododendron Gap, but not this. Unless I'm mistaken, the AT actually follows Mount Rogers through the woods. That's what we took yesterday. Our trail is going to skirt that around the bottom, and we are going to go up through the ridge there, the saddle, and come out in that big open field, the first one that we came to. We will find out very, very soon if my navigation is off. 100% honest, going to show the viewers if I'm right or not.
Okay.
No maps, using nothing but instinct. Let's find out if I'm right or wrong. Those rocks are pretty stable, so you have good foot placement.
Okay. Oh boy.
You got this, babe. Without a doubt, if you guys are looking for a more rugged experience, do the Highlands horse trail.
Yeah, totally different.
Yeah, totally different. Different than the AT, much more rugged. No people, nobody's been out here in a long time. If you're doing this trail in the summertime, be prepared for some underbrush. In some spots, it may be so thick, it'll be hard to get through. Slicko.
I see.
That is slick.
Yeah, that is. Okay.
Check out this trail and see what you notice. I'm sure you noticed a lot of leaves. What does that tell you? Well, these leaves have not been trampled down. That means people haven't been walking through here since fall. Very few, anyways. This is not a popular trail by any means. And that simply makes this trip awesome, babe.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I love this. This is great. As far as the weather goes, dark, ominous, temperatures dropping. We are in the mountains. You have to be prepared for mountain weather. It could roll in at any time, especially this time of year. It could be 40 one second, snowing 6 inches the next. So anytime you come up to the mountains, don't play around, be prepared. Whew, it is nice to be on top.
Yep, on top, back into the field.
Yep, we pushed through the climb, got it done.
Yeah.
On top of the mountain, and there still are trails all over the place. I have no idea where these trails go. If you're going to take the horse trail, just be careful. Very wet, very rocky. In the summertime, it's going to be overgrown. For portions of that, we were using our instincts to follow it because there's so much debris, so many leaves, not really sure if it's a trail or not.
Yeah, couldn't tell.
Maybe somewhere you can find a map. I'm sure you can online and print it out. So it looks like my navigation skills are supreme. I did not want to eat crow and let everybody down, including you.
I had no worries.
This has been so much fun. So much fun.
Tons of fun.
So just in case you're wondering, the Cabin Ridge Trail is right over here. So if you ever decide to take the horse trail, you can take the cabin trail to this point. Good luck on finding a map on it. So far, I've been unsuccessful. So we have roughly 2.5 miles on this, and this adventure will be over. Everyone, this will be our last update before we get to the car because this trip is pretty much over. It's pretty much over.
Yep, last leg of it.
Yep, about another mile to go, something like that. It's a little bit windy. It's definitely getting colder.
Yeah.
You can tell a weather system's coming in. You can feel it in your hands, you can feel it in your bones. All right, everybody, the adventure has come to an end. Right over there is the parking lot. Thank you all so much for joining us for this trip because this has been one of the best yet. This has been so much fun. Going essentially off trail in some parts, following lesser known trails for others, even hitting the AT, ponies, the incredible views every night, the incredible changes in weather.
Yeah, let us know if you guys like these multi-day trips. This was 2 nights, 3 days, and it's just been awesome.
It's been awesome. On to the next, everybody. Strength and honor. Bye.
Bye.